one of the things I love to talk about is stories. And, the world, there's a lot of energy in our atmosphere right now bouncing around, doing all sorts of different things. And I heard in the last day or two that the scientists said that the core of the planet is now turning the other direction. Now, apparently it happens from time to time, but I think of all the challenges that are just going on in the last couple of days and everything else that's happening, is just like, whoa, the planet's turning backwards. Is that like a country music song going backwards or something? I don't know. But,
you get your dog back, your wife back, your truck fixed.
And all that stuff. But some of that I don't know whether I'd want back. But
right?
Yeah. But we've been telling stories since the beginning of time. And stories can, on one side, be greatly manipulated for money and profit and politics and all sorts of things. Yet story can also be used for connection and connecting people together. We used to sit around the campfire, talk about the dinosaur that we had just killed and, how we fought it off, and it tried to scratch me, but I got him, I got him right in the breastbone, and, and he fell over, and that's what we're eating for dinner tonight. But, I like stories. I've authored 3 different books. I've got some more books coming out. I help people create stories, whether it's podcast, stage, virtual, whatever it is. And stories that my friend Les Brown, some of you may know who Les Brown is, pretty famous motivational speaker. He says, never tell a story without a point, and never tell a point without a story. So I help people recognize that and how to really use stories to connect. In so many ways, there's some disconnection going on in the world, but what can we do to start to reconnect? And it doesn't matter what our beliefs are, what our politics are, whether we're right, left, up, down, back, forward, whatever, but how can we come together with, a lot more love and a lot less violence, I will say, a lot less anger. So it may be a little bit of and no pun intended, a little bit of dream of mine, but to do that. But I kind of feel like if, what I say can even save just one life, then I've done my job, through story. And we all have great stories. You got stories, I got stories. Everybody's got stories. A lot of them don't realize they have stories that can be impactful and helpful to others. But it's really something that I relish in right now, is the idea of stories and storytelling.
Oh, yeah. The power of stories, the very real, tangible benefit of it in connection and in understanding. We seem as a species to kind of cycle through rediscovering that periodically. And we're definitely in a time like that now. I mean, there was a time, I think it connects to the era of Freud and Jung, and then Joseph Campbell as well with his hero's journey. Yeah. He kind of crystallized it in a way, saying that, excuse me, we've used these stories to educate forever. And like you were saying, back to the campfire days. I mean, that was the original social media in a way. Like, we are here together. It is the medium of storytelling to a social group. And we're doing it still today. And then, we evolved or discovered our capacity for deception in that as well. You can tell a fake story that isn't like, there's true stories in a way, like it never happened, but it's real and it describes something real. And then there's fake stories that are, this is completely false, and it is meant to leave you with the wrong understanding, or, meant to deceive. It's kind of in a way an amoral power, like, the laws of physics. It just exists, and we definitely have to choose how to use it wisely. Yeah.